Why the U.S. fears losing global dominance. The United States is the most powerful nation in modern history. Its military operates across continents, its currency flows through the global financial system, and its culture shapes how the world thinks. Yet, from this position of dominance comes a persistent anxiety, the fear of losing global supremacy. Not because America is weak, but because power is never static. In public discourse, America's fear is often framed as an external threat. China is labeled a challenger. Russia is portrayed as a disruptor. Developing nations are seen as battlegrounds for influence. The story is simple. The world is turning against the United States. But geopolitics is rarely that simple. America's deepest concern is not military defeat or national collapse. It is the loss of control over a system designed over decades to favor its position. This is not about who is strongest, but about who sets the rules of the game. American dominance is not built primarily on weapons, but on structure. The international financial system, global institutions, trade standards, and security architecture emerged during a unique moment when the United States became the center of gravity. As long as these structures remain intact, American influence operates even without direct intervention. Modern power rarely appears as force. It functions through incentives, dependency, and normalization. Nations comply not because they are coerced, but because alternatives are more costly. This makes power highly efficient and deeply fragile once trust begins to erode. As other nations rise, conflict does not always take the form of war. It emerges through overlapping interests. Infrastructure, technology, energy, and logistics become the primary arenas. The central question is no longer who strikes first, but who builds the more attractive system. The dollar is not just a currency, it is global infrastructure. When world trade runs through the dollar, the United States gains systemic advantages. The fear is not that the dollar will collapse tomorrow, but that the world is beginning to imagine life with more options. Power also lives in narratives. Media, films, think tank reports, and policy language shape what feels normal and what feels threatening. When American narratives stop being the global reference point, influence erodes without a single shot being fired. Shifts in global structure are not confined to diplomatic rooms. They appear in prices, job stability, technological access, and distant conflicts that ripple into local markets. Global dominance always carries costs, and transitions of power always generate uncertainty. The world is not moving toward a single new hegemon, but toward a more fragmented order. The United States may not lose influence, but it will have to share space within a more complex system. This is not the end of dominance, it is a transformation of role. Every great power faces the same moment, when maintaining control begins to obstruct adaptation. History suggests that survival favors not the strongest, but those capable of reading change and adjusting without panic. If global dominance is no longer singular, the question is not who replaces the United States. The question is whether the world is ready to function without a single center of control, and whether America itself is ready to exist within a system that no longer revolves entirely around it.